Chapter 12. Our Earth is a wonderful place to live on, but sometimes natural disasters or calamities like eruption of volcanoes, earthquakes, and tsunamis or tidal waves happen. Such happenings are generally sudden and unexpected, so we have no control over them. They cause great destruction to life and property. By knowing what to do during such disasters, we can minimize losses. Volcanoes. Earth's core or center of the Earth contains molten rock. Volcanoes are cracks in the Earth's crust through which this molten rock along with other gases and ash comes out. This hot molten rock inside the Earth is called magma, but when it flows on the surface of the Earth, it is called lava. Volcanoes are usually found in the form of conical mountains. There is a lot of pressure inside the Earth that pushes up the magma or molten rock. This molten rock rushes out through a vertical tunnel called a vent and flows out through crater as lava. When lava cools, it solidifies and forms rock. Because of the nature of their eruption, volcanoes are divided in three types: active, dormant, and extinct. Active volcanoes are those volcanoes that erupt regularly or have erupted in the recent past and may erupt any time in future. Presently, there are about 500 active volcanoes in the world, and majority of them are found around the Pacific Ocean. That is why it is called Pacific Ring of Fire. Mount Vesuvius and Mount Fuji are two famous active volcanoes. Dormant volcanoes. Dormant volcanoes are those volcanoes which are currently not erupting, but they may erupt in future. Extinct volcanoes. Extinct volcanoes are those volcanoes that have stopped erupting because they no longer have a lava supply. Many extinct volcanoes are found on the Hawaiian island. Earthquakes. Sudden shaking of a part of the Earth's surface is called an earthquake. It is caused by shock waves that travel through solid rocks from under the ground to the surface. When there is a sudden displacement of rocks over a large area below the Earth's surface, it causes shaking of the ground. The point inside the Earth where an earthquake starts is called the focus. The area on the Earth's surface just above the focus is called the epicenter. Maximum damage is caused in this area. After the first big shaking, smaller shaking or tremors occur. These are called aftershocks. In some cases, aftershocks may continue for several days. On January 26, 2001, Bhuj and its neighboring districts in Gujarat suffered heavy losses of life and property caused by a severe earthquake. About 20,000 people were killed. Bhuj was the epicenter of that earthquake. Measurement of an earthquake. The intensity, direction, and duration of an earthquake is measured by an instrument called seismograph. Richter scale is used for measuring earthquakes. When the measurement is 5 or more on the Richter scale, the magnitude of the earthquake is taken to be high. Effects of an earthquake. Earthquakes of high intensity always cause huge destruction. Buildings collapse. Roads and bridges get damaged. Trees get uprooted. All this happens so sudden that people do not even get a chance to run out of their homes. Due to breaking of electric wires, sometimes fire breaks out. Undersea earthquakes sometimes cause tsunamis that can cause widespread destruction. Tidal waves. Tsunamis are popularly known as tidal waves, but they have nothing to do with tides. These are called tidal waves because they look like high tides. Landslides, undersea earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, etc. cause tidal waves or tsunamis. large amount of water moves at a great speed in tidal waves. The speed of water may reach up to 800 kilometers per hour. When water reaches the land with such a great speed, it turns into gigantic waves. These waves cause great destruction to life and property. In 2004, the tsunami was caused by an earthquake in the Indian Ocean. Almost 2 lakh people died in India, Sri Lanka and Indonesia.